Are you the magical harp? She asked. The one that Jack saved from the giant? The one and only, the harp said, and struck a dramatic pose. And thank God he did, because giants have terrible taste in music. You wouldn't believe the numbers he used to force me to perform for him. All the lyrics were about eating sheep and stepping on villagers. Would you like me to sing for you? No thanks, Connor said. The harp took offense to this. I remember that day like it was yesterday, the harp said. There I was, minding my own business, being a slave for the giant, when suddenly this skinny peasant boy walks by, and I was like, hey there, why don't you rescue me? I could use some rescuing. The next thing I know, we're zooming down a beanstalk, being chased by the giant. Jack chopped down the beanstalk, and the giant fell to his death. Splat! Right on the Bo Peep Farms. It was quite a day. How terrifying, Alex said. It was the most excitement I had had in 100 years. Everything worked out just wonderfully, though. Jack and his mother became rich. I wasn't a slave anymore, and the Bo Peep family said the giant was the best fertilizer their farms had ever used. That's so wrong, Connor said to himself. What are you two doing here? The harp asked them with a big smile. Alex and Connor looked at each other, both afraid to answer. We're just visiting, Alex said. We've never been to the Red Riding Hood Kingdom before. We were in town and saw the beanstalk and wanted to see it up close, Connor said. Then welcome, the harp said. Don't you just love it here? I know I do. I've been around the world and I've never felt more comfortable. It's so safe here. The people are all friendly farmers, and the best part is no wolves are allowed. Are you two thinking of moving? Wouldn't that be nice? I think you should move here and visit me every day. The harp was very chatty, and the twins could tell she was desperate for attention. Spending every day cooped in a house couldn't be easy. We're actually on our way, Connor said. We just have to make a stop at Red Riding Hood's castle, and then we'll be on our way. We've never been before. You should have Jack take you, the harp said. He's headed there this afternoon to meet with Queen Red Riding Hood. He is? Alex asked. Oh, yes, the harp said. He visits her at the end of every week and brings her a handmade basket every time. The harp looked side to side to make sure no one else was listening, but there was no one in sight. Now, you didn't hear this from me, the harp said excitedly with gossip in her eyes. Queen Red Riding Hood calls him to the castle every week and proposes to him. Poor thing has been in love with him since they were kids. Really? Alex said. Does that mean they're getting married? Oh, heavens no, the harp said. Jack can't stand her. He turns her down every time. Why would he do that? Doesn't he want to be king? Connor asked. His heart belongs to someone else, the harp said sadly, and the strings on her back played a sad chord. Who does he love? Alex asked. Let me guess, Connor said. Little Miss Muffet? Of course not, the harp said. Miss Muffet married Georgie Porgy, but as everyone knows, he is not a good man. But that's another story. Back to Jack, Alex said. All right, well, I'm not sure who he's in love with. I've never seen her, the harp said. All I know is he's never been the same since she moved away. Alex and Connor looked at each other with the same questioning expression. Who could it be? Was that the reason he had seemed so gloomy? The door of the shack opened, and Jack emerged with a basket made from the pieces of wood he had just chopped. Hey, Jack, I have a wonderful idea, the harp called out. Why don't you take these two with you to the castle? They've never been inside it before. Jack seemed hesitant. Please, Mr. Jack, Alex pleaded. We won't be any trouble. Come on, Jack, make their day, the harp pleaded. All right, Jack said. Jack turned and began traveling toward the town. The twins ran after him.